twiddling our fingers. Shh. We raised our fluttering fingers into the air. When our hands were high overhead, we spread our fingers wide and shouted, "Shine!" Raina laughed. "You're ready, all right." She turned back toward Coach Kara, waiting for her to finish introducing my team to the audience. At last, Raina waved us onto the mat. As I smiled at the crowd, I felt another rush of nervous energy. Half of the gym had been taken over by folding chairs, and my family sat front and center. Mom signed good luck in ASL. Dad waved, and Liam gave me a thumbs up. My other brother, Dylan, was getting ready to film our performance, his phone raised in the air. Wait. No, he wasn't. As he held the back of his phone to his mouth, huge cartoon lips appeared on the screen. Oh, classic Dylan, always goofing around. But I wasn't going to let him mess me up. When my best friend Sofia popped up from the seat behind Dylan, I barely recognized her. Her shiny black hair was pulled up into a huge cheer bow. She wiggled her head just in case I'd somehow missed the bow. Ha! Sofia is my surf sister. We spend hours surfing together at the break. She was surprised when I first decided to join cheer. But now that she knows how much I love it, she's been supporting me 100%. I shot Sofia a grateful smile and took my place on the mat. As I waited for Coach Kara's count, our music burst from the speakers. To me, it was just a blur of noise. But then I heard Coach's voice. 5, 6, 7, 8, sent straight to my hearing aid from the microphone she wore on a cord around her neck. She held up her fingers, too, just to be sure I was ready. I sprang into action, cartwheeling across the mat alongside my teammates. I rocked the tumbling sequence, nailing my round-offs and back walkovers. Only a few months ago, I'd needed a spotter for those walkovers, but not anymore. Raina had helped me master them. When it was time to show off our jumps, I hit them all. Every single one. 3 toe touches in a row. My legs were strong from surfing and from months of practicing on the trampoline. Then I cartwheeled toward my stunt group. Brooklyn and I faced each other as sturdy bases, and Mila put her hands on our shoulders. As she jumped, we caught her feet in our hands. Cassie spotted from behind, grabbing Mila's ankles. On the next count, we dipped down slightly and then hoisted Mila up into an elevator. We kept her feet steady at shoulder level as she stood straight and tall. Next to us, our other stunt group hit their trick, too. Lauren, their flyer, did a lib, short for Liberty. She stood above her base group on one foot and lifted her other knee. She held one arm overhead like the Statue of Liberty. Her other arm was locked with Mila's, combining our group into a pyramid. When the crowd went crazy, my chest pounded with pride. On the next 8 count, we popped Mila up a little higher, and she kicked her legs out in front of her. We caught her in a cradle and released her back onto the mat. Then it was time for the final dance routine. "This one's for you, Sofia," I thought with a grin. She's a better dancer than I am, and she'd been teaching me how to keep my moves sharp and snappy. By the time the music ended, I was beaming from ear to ear. I did it! Sofia and my family waved their hands in the air, a cheer that I could see instead of hear in the noisy gym. Even Dylan pointed at his phone and gave me a thumbs up. I guess Mr. Cartoon Lips had filmed my routine after all. Coach Kara waved us off the mat with high fives and a smile. Then she hurried toward the Junior 2 team. We sat down by the mat to cheer them on. Just as I'd been reminding Dylan all summer, all-star cheerleaders don't stand on the sidelines cheering for football or basketball teams. We're a sport and a team of our own, but we sure do a lot of cheering for each other. As I sat beside Brooklyn, Raina knelt in front of us. "Great job, girls," she said, giving us fist bumps. "Your team looks amazing. You might be the first Shine Athletics Junior 1 team to win the SoCal Spirit Challenge since..." Shine! The Junior 2 girls did their Team Shine.